Hi everyone, this is Richard and I welcome you once again to Richmond Tips YouTube channel. Well, today in our video, I will be discussing with you 6 major tips you have to consider to get your Canada visa being approved within the processing time. Currently, as I'm doing this video, the processing time for Canada study visa is 10 weeks. 10 weeks. I think 4 months ago it was 6 weeks. Then later on, they added 2 weeks to it for it to be 8 weeks. But as now I'm doing this video, the processing time for Canada study visa application is 10 weeks. So these 6 tips that I'm sharing with you today is going to serve as a guide for you to consider in your application. Your application being delayed or something, because already we have a lengthy time for them to process your application. So if you are able to avoid 1 or 2 mistakes in your application, for them to process your application within the processing time, that's the 10 weeks. So these tips that I'm sharing with you today is going to help you for you to know what you have to do in your application in order to avoid delay or denial in your application. So stay with me throughout the video for you to know those tips. But before you get into the video, kindly subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share this video to anyone who is on this Canada journey. Okay, welcome. So the first point that I have to share with you out of the 6 points is one, you have to choose a DLI institution. Yeah, you have to choose a DLI institution. That's the designated learning institution. My last video I spoke about the DLI institution, then also schools that offers a post graduation working permit after school. You coming in as an international student, you have to consider those things as a DLI institution, then also schools that offers a post graduation working permit. Because as an international student, let's say you've completed your education in Canada here, the next thing is for you to apply for your post-graduation working permit. So if your school does not offer this post-graduation working permit, your journey ends immediately after you complete school. You have to go back to your home country. So try as much as possible to choose a DLI institution and also a post-graduation working permit institution that will help you to maintain your stay in Canada after your studies. So my number one is for you to choose a DLI institution to get your Canada study visa being approved within the processing time. Then my second point I'm giving to you on the 6 tips that I'm sharing with you today is for you to write a good statement of purpose for your Canada study visa application. As I always say, with this Canada study visa application, there is no interview in the processing. So all the visa officer will know about you is through your statement of purpose. That's the SOP. Then again, I've done a video on how to write a good statement of purpose for your Canada study visa application. So if you have not get a chance to watch that video, kindly go back after this video, then go and watch for you to know how to write a good statement of purpose for your Canada study visa application. Then in your statement of purpose, make sure you will do much work on your home ties, because the visa officer would like to know that if after your studies in Canada, you'll be going back to your home country. So you have to work much on your statement of purpose. Sometimes you see a refusal letter saying that they did not show ties to their home country, meaning they are not willing to move back to their home country after their studies. So when writing your statement of purpose, you have to show strong ties to your home country for you to convince the visa officer that truly after your studies you will be going back to your home country. Then the next point, that is the third point, is the proof of fund. The proof of fund, you have to consider the opening and closing balance of that bank statement that you'll be showing as a proof of fund to your Canada study visa application. Then another thing I will talk about the proof of fund part is for you to show your 1 year living expenses, then the 1 year tuition. The funds in the bank statements, you have to make sure that it's much enough to cover all your 1 year living expenses and all your 1 year tuition fees. Then for those who will be using a third party sponsorship, you have to make sure to show a relationship between you and your sponsor. Yeah, you have to show a proof of relationship so that the visa officer will know that it's not just anybody that is trying to sponsor your education in Canada here. You have to show that you have a genuine relationship with that person. Then also the required it's not a requirement, but normally with a proof of fund, you have to make sure that the bank statement that you are using, the duration for the bank statement is between 4 months to 6 months bank statement. Using a 1 month or 2 month statement for your to show proof of fund is not a good idea. So you have to make sure that the bank statement that you are using for your Canada study visa application, it should be between 4 months to 6 months for the visa officer to know the past transaction. Then you've talked about the first point, the second point, then the third point. So now we are on the fourth point. So the fourth point is using the appropriate document and genuine document. Normally the proof of fund that I just spoke about, normally people try to use let's say, let me put in this way, a fake statement here, a fake bank statement. Normally people do that. Then if you do that, IRCC is going to do a two verification of that account. They do verification of the bank statement. So if you are using a fake bank statement in your Canada study visa application, don't try that because IRCC is going to find out to deny your visa, then also ban you for applying for any kind of visa in Canada for 5 years. So for you not to put yourself in that trouble, try as much as possible to use the appropriate and genuine document for your Canada study visa application. Then my fifth point here is good arrangement of the documents. You see, during the section of doing your visa processing, there are sections that requires a specific document. So a section where you are going to upload your letter of acceptance. Yeah, you have to make sure that the right document is being uploaded at the right place. Then the section 2 that requires for your um proof of let's say your passport biodata, you have to make sure that you have uploaded the right documents at the right place. Because let's say if you misplace a document where you have to upload your maybe your passport biodata, then you are using that section to upload your letter of acceptance. The visa officer will just think that you don't know what you are doing. So you have to make sure that the arrangement of documents is being done well for you to get your visa being approved within the processing time. So guys, if you are enjoying this video, kindly don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and also share. Then go back to watch those previous videos that I've done on how to write statement of purpose, how to know a DLI institution and also schools that offers a post-graduation working permit. Then also the kind of documents you will need for your Canada study visa application. Keep your comments coming. Then also, if you have any questions that you want to discuss or you want to ask me, you can leave it on my email. That's richmatips@gmail.com. Also, you can also reach me throughout my WhatsApp number 0243429 613. So my last point I'm sharing with you here today is make sure you submit um your application before 3 months before the start date. In Canada here they have three intakes within a year. That's the um fall intake, winter intake, and the summer intake. The fall starts in September, then the winter starts in January, then lastly the summer starts in May. Yeah, so if you are someone trying to come in May, you have to try and submit your application 3 months before the start date so that you can meet the processing time for you to get your visa on time, get your preparation being done on time for you to come on the right time. Yeah, so I think we are ending the video here today. I'm sure these 6 tips that I've shared with you is going to help you for you to know what to do, going to serve you as a guideline for you to process your Canada study visa application well. I wish to see you all here in Canada for us to have good opportunities that the country has to offer us. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share.